We have a couple moments left with our guest host, Austan Goolsbee. I want to get his thoughts on the hedge fund billionaire Ray Dalio's comments. We were debating this earlier with a new warning where he comes out writing in a LinkedIn blog post that capitalism isn't working well for most Americans and that moving forward without reform would pose an existential threat for the U.S. Dalio writes the following, quote, "I believe that all good things taken to an extreme can be self-destructive and that everything must evolve or die. This is now true for capitalism." This is not an argument, by the way, against capitalism. In fact, he says capitalism is the ultimate answer. He's saying we need to reform the system.
Yeah, look, I maybe agree with that. I don't think I'm an economics professor at University of Chicago, so I'm a capitalist. I think it's clear that markets are critically important for achieving a bunch of the goals that we want. But it's interesting that you see Dalio, you saw Jamie Dimon, you see a series of prominent executives wringing their hands and saying, "Oh, look, not everybody's sharing in the prosperity."
Right.
It's at least a good sign.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Look, I think one answer is there are many possible answers. One answer is don't go cut taxes $2 trillion to big corporations and high-income people in the face of the conditions that everybody can see with their own eyes. You look and a tiny fraction of 1% are having huge income gains. Why cut taxes on top of that? So I think part of it's tax policy. I think other parts of it are increasing ownership for folks, increasing investments in our own people. And we'll see how it plays out.
You said in the past you like the earned income tax credit as a way of fixing things.
I think that helps a lot. It has helped a lot. That alone is.
But let me ask you a question. Do you believe there's a mobility problem in this country? And the reason I ask is,
mobility.
I've been battling this with Joe. The argument being
geography.
No, mobility in terms of
mobility in the income distribution.
The idea that in the 1970s you used to be able to do better than your parents. Today, that's a much harder thing to do.
And has it gotten worse?
Yes. I mean, the numbers
the evidence
so.
on that. Well, some of the evidence says it's been about the same, but they highlight the geography is very different. That in some parts of the country, it's virtually impossible to get into the top, and in others, there's progress. So,
but most
of the
people at the top they didn't start at the top. That's what makes this place so great.
No, that's not.
A lot of it.
That's not exactly
it's
true.
not feudalism compared to the way it was in Europe. It's still a meritocracy
well, true.
here.
Compared to medieval times.
No, it's a meritocracy. Obviously, if you're born into a neighborhood and your parents are able to, help you out with school and things, obviously you do better. But this is a country where you can still make it if you work hard.
I agree with that.
And it's probably as good as any other country. I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to make it better for people.
Years ago. That's the
I think we're all living better.
There's nothing you can do about the
bar
rain,
is much higher.
Let's hand
the bar
out some
is so
umbrellas.
much higher than it was 50 years ago.
Let's hand out some umbrellas.